Hello, what's up? You're welcome to the Striving Family, and unfortunately, I have to do this discussion just I and myself, okay? Comics J is unavailable right now, and I want to talk about something that has been on social media lately. It's a very interesting and serious topic, you know. Uh, Now, this is it. A lot of Nigerian men, some Nigerian men, are arguing over the fact that, and they're trying to advise other Nigerian men based off their experiences that they should not bring their wives to the overseas. That is, if you're in UK, you're single, or you're trying to get married, shouldn't come to Nigeria to marry and bring your wife overseas. Or if you are in overseas, don't bring your wife over to live with you. And that is really, really uninteresting suggestion. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what state of mind these men are operating on. But one thing I know is for sure that marriage is a beautiful thing. I don't know what platform they are arguing this on, but if you love someone, why would you abandon your family, especially in Nigeria or other African country, and choose to stay in abroad and then be visiting them maybe once a year or all of that? No, that doesn't make sense. You know, marriage is built on trust. One other thing I want to talk about is the cultures are different. Now, even amongst us, we've seen it amongst us that the laws in Nigeria do not work and does not categorically does not favor women, most especially when it comes to marital issues and relationships and stuff. So, because what you seem to hear over here in the African setting, especially in Nigeria, is that you hear something like, "Oh, that's how it's done. That's how it's done where we come from, our culture, our tradition." So for me, it looks like the tradition and culture superimposes the Constitution. So women's rights are trampled on and they are not given a voice. There is no proper advocacy for women. You know, there are instances where maybe a husband died and the family of the husband have to come and claim the property, chase the woman out, take over their brother's property, and the woman goes on the street and they don't care about the brother's wife or the children. So she's totally left on her own, fending for herself and her children. You know, and nothing, it happens every day. I mean, it happens. I mean, we hear of these circumstances almost very often. And there's nothing, you know, there's no law to, there's no consequences for these actions. Nothing happens, you know. And that's sad, you know. And you can't do these overseas because the law over there is, it superimposes whatever culture boundaries or whatever traditional values you think you have. The law is supreme, and it works for the rich and for the poor. There is no discrimination, okay? If you abuse your wife, most likely you're going to jail and you're going to court. But here in Nigeria, you know, it's very questionable. You get the point. So I understand what this African and Nigerian men are talking about. And for them, they want to still have the power to control women. And I heard someone said, 2 women you can't mess with. A woman who's beautiful and a woman who's educated. So they get scared once your wife get exposed, to modern culture and lifestyle and education and information. They feel, oh, these ladies are knowing too much. They're going to have more power. Or they come overseas and get a job, and some of them get paid more than the man, and they feel insecure and expect the wife to be a housewife at the same time provide for the family. And that's not possible. I mean, you got to think about this. Maybe your wife works or goes to work, leaves home by 5:30 in the morning, and she's coming back by 8 p.m. And you expect her to do every other activity, cook and do all of that, take care of the children at the same time, take care of you. That's not going to happen, man. Come on. Put yourself in her shoe. There's got to be understanding. Now, the point is, if you're not ready for this phase of life, then you shouldn't think about leaving Nigeria to overseas. And if you're a married person, if this is your idea, if this is your perception, or if this is your worry, in the first place, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't embark on this journey. You should stay in Nigeria. And the thing is, most men just want to be controlling and enslave their spouse or partner. And they believe when they cross over, they should, continue in that behavior. That's not going to work, because the law over there is going to hold you accountable. You can't do anything and get away with it. Over here in Nigeria, you can do anything. Assault your wife, abuse your wife, or beat up your wife and get away with it. But over there, it's not going to happen. Because women have figured out how to speak out for themselves. And the laws over there works for everyone. Okay? So guys, I want to know your opinion about this, okay? Nigerian men or African men are complaining about moving their spouse to join them overseas. They say once the spouse comes over, she becomes wiser, start making friends with citizens of that country, and then she gets exposed to her rights, and then she starts treating the man badly, and then calls the police on the man once there's an issue, and then the man eventually ends up in jail or something. Marriage is understanding. It's coming together, working together. Do what works for you, for the both of you, okay? I don't see a reason why men should think this way. Doesn't make sense. All right, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Striving Family. Follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook, like our post, comment, share. Okay? Thank you so much. See you next time.